Hey guys, in this video I'll teach you how to design football shown here. If you have not seen any of my previous videos, please watch them. It'll be pretty helpful while working on this design. And this one's fairly complex, and I do use some surface modeling techniques here as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how I made this design here. So first thing, what you want to do is go to File, New, and just start a new template, a part template. Click on the part, press OK, and pretty much you have an empty template here to work with. Next thing, what you want to do is check your units. I usually work with inches, so I'll go to custom down here and click on inches there, and I'll turn on my planes. So if you just click on the down arrow here and click on turn on the planes, that will turn on your planes there, and I'll start working on the right plane to make the profile of the football. So click on the right plane, do a sketch, and I'm in the sketch mode here, so I will hide my planes here so it'll be easier to see. So I'll hide the planes there, and I'll go ahead and click on the up here in the sketch tab, click on the line, just randomly make a line anywhere. Um, Click on that line, click on that center point and make it a midpoint relationship there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a quick dimension so I know what size I'm working with, and could do a smart dimension, click on the line and give that about 10 inches, right? And I'm gonna delete that for now. So I'll start making the profile here. So what I want to do is click on the 3-point arc, just make an arc anywhere, and that center point, snap it to that line. Hold on, click on that center point of that arc. Hold on control, click on that line and just make it a coincident there. And I want this point and the center of that arc too. So click on that. Yep. Click on that point, hold on control and click on that arc and make it a coincident as well. And click on that point and just make it a midpoint there. That was weird there. I don't know why it's not snapping there, but yeah. Yep, it's good now. Um, so I'm gonna mirror that onto that side. So what I can do is make a reference line, click on the line, going up, click on the line and make it a construction and just mirror that arc to that side, but I'm going to trim that first. So click on your trim and do power trim and just click on it there and click on your mirror entities. You want to mirror this guy, so click on this arc and mirror about will be your this reference line here. So you can see that there. Perfect. Now what I want to do is create an arc between these two arcs again. So click on your 3-point arc again, click on that first point and the second point and the third point, anywhere there. And this reference line, just make it a midpoint here. So click on that point, hold on control, click on that arc and make it a midpoint as well. Now I'll start giving dimensions here. So click on smart dimension, click on that arc, give it about 6.7. Oh, what I forgot to do was I'll do Control Z, go back to my sketch. I forgot to do a tangent relationship here. So click on that arc and this arc and do a tangent and do the same thing here. Click on that arc and this arc and make it a tangent relationship there as well. Go ahead, do a smart dimension one more time. Click on that arc and give that about 0.60. And that arc I already have, right? If you don't have that dimension there, double click on that arc and just assign that about 6.7. And that dimension here should be 10 inches there. Do a smart dimension, click on that and make that about 10 inches there. Right, so this should be your profile here. This is what it should look like, something like this here. Right, now what I'll do is now rotate your model, and what we're going to do is just revolve this feature about this line here. So go to features and click on revolve base boss and click on that line and press OK. Perfect. And if you just press spacebar and do isometric, and there's a profile of that football that we want to work with, right? Now from here is just adding a lot of details, right? So what I'll do is next I'll split the face of this football, so I have the lines going through there. But how I can do that is, so let's see what plane I can work on. No, not top. So right plane. So I can work on my right plane to create a sketch. So click on right and do a sketch. So pretty much right. If you or the whole control and like the right arrow, your model will rotate 90 degrees, and do not control, sorry, shift and like a right or the left arrow, and you can rotate your models like 90 degrees normal too. So on this plane, so I know that right plane is right at the center here, so I'm gonna make a sketch there. So that right plane, click on the right plane, I'm already on it, and do a sketch. Do a center rectangle, click on this guy, snap it to the center, just go out there, give it a smart dimension there, and give that about 0.04 or something there. Yeah, that's pretty good there. I mean, I'm not really worried about the outside dimension, but if you want to define it, just click on the outside arc and give it like a nice dimension, also like 13 inches there. So what I will do next is this sketch here, I will use a split feature, and I'll show you what that it's gonna look like. So go to feature, go to curves, and go to split line. The first selection will be my sketch, and the faces I want that sketch to go on will be that face there, that face, and the face on the other side, that face also, right there. So I just pretty much what I'm trying to do is just split that the surfaces, the face into that little feature there, so I can work with that feature and make a groove here. So, and I'll show you how we can do that also. Isometric there. Okay, so next is to do a circular pattern of that feature and just revolve it 90 degree around that surface. So click on that split feature you just created, go to this linear pattern up here, do a down arrow there and do like a circular pattern there. So you'll need a like the center axis of that revolution there. So what you can do is down here, that click on that eye there and click on the down arrow and click on the axis here, and click on this axis right here, center of that. You want to do a 90 and you want to have it 2 there, and press OK. And hide all your features one more time. And so pretty much whatever that split feature you created, you just revolve that around 90 degrees there. So now what I'll do is use these split surfaces to make a groove on that solid body there. So how we can do is go to surfaces, go to offset surface there, and give it like a 0.02, something like that. Now go around and click on all the surfaces. Click on that surface. But you want I want that surface offsetted inside of that body there. So I'm gonna click on that feature there to take it to the other side. And I'll just go around and click on all the surfaces there. Rotate your models, click on that. Yep, I think I got them all there. Once you're done with that, and press OK there. Now I'll show you what happens. This arrow button up here, click on it. It'll expand the tab there, and click on the solid bodies, the down arrow, and the surface bodies there. So here, if I were to hide my solid bodies here, then that surface feature I just created, that offset surface, that offsetted 0.02 inward is this feature right here. So I'll use this to cut away, some part of that football there. So how I could do that, I'll turn on my football again. Now click on this surface here and go to thicken cut. And you want to cut it outward. So let's see what happens here. Play around with these tabs up here, toggle them, play around with it. And so that's what I want. See if you, not both direction, this is only the thicken on the outside there, but it will do a cut there once you do that. Press OK. Yep, so what that feature just did was just all the surfaces I created, I was able to cut away that feature from that body, because otherwise it would be pretty difficult to do that kind of cut. I mean, you could have probably done it like a mid plane here, right? On the top plane, you could have created a sketch and do a mid plane and cut that thickness that way, and do the same thing on the right plane and cut the other feature, but that would be very time consuming and pretty difficult to do also. Um, so next, what do I want to do is add some fillets to these sharp corners. So what I can do is up here, go to fillet there, give it a small dimension, give it like a 0.01 there, and I'll start clicking on the lines there. So click on that line. That is just pretty much the go around and pick all your outside edges on those cutouts pretty much. So I'll do that here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of them, guys. I know this will take some time to do. So there, that is there. I'll rotate my model really quick. That is there. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. I mean, I think picked up mostly everything except that four corners here. So click on that corner, that corner, that corner, and this corner down here. I have to rotate my model. Yeah, I think that picks up all the lines there. Once you're done, press OK. So this really gives me a really nice, like a fillet, a round edge instead of sharp corners there. So, all right. So next thing we want to do is make a groove up here, right? So how we can do that, I think I'll start off working on this one on the top plane, and we'll do an extrude. We'll do an offset and extrude down to, yeah, we'll extrude down to that body there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So on the top plane, go to sketch and press spacebar and go to normal 2 there. So here I will make like a quick reference line so that way it'll be easy for me to work with, and make sure they're like horizontal or vertical, and a construction line there. So here I will make a center rectangle, snap it to the center, and just give it some dimension here. So I'll give it like, okay, click on that line, give it a 0.20, and click on that line and give it about 1 inches there. Now I'll need 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. So what I can do is just make another line here, snap it to the center, and now make these equal to. So what you can do is click on that line, hold down Control, and click on that line and make it equal to, and do the same thing on the horizontal lines. Click on that line, hold down Control, click on that line and make that equal to there. Now they're the same shape and size as this guy, so I don't have to go and put a dimensions there. So all I have to do is just define a center dimension from there to like the center point here. So from that center to that center, give that about like 0.55 or so, and make 2 more, same shape, like make 2 more on that side there. So center, something like that. Now make these equal to, click on that line, hold down Control, click on that line, make it equal to, and that line, make that equal to, and you want to give it a dimension from either from that point to the center, or you want another 0.55 here. So click on your smart dimension, click on that center point, click here. Now what you can do is press equal sign and click on that and press OK. So now every time I change this dimension, that will automatically change here. So so I just made it a relationship here between that dimension and that dimension. So another one I could do, just make them equal to as well. Click on that line, make it equal to this line, this line. Make sure you're holding down your control when clicking these 2 lines. Make it equal to, oh, it didn't do it, so do it again. Click this line, and make it equal to. Now give it a center dimension. I can do equal sign and just click on this guy again. All right, so what I'll do next is just mirror these 3 features to the other side, make a reference line here at the center point, click on the line, and make it a horizontal, make it a construction line. Now just click on, you can just highlight all that, go to mirror entities, mirror about, and mirror about that line there, and press OK. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is extrude these features on top here. So what I can do is, I'm going to go to my right view really quick. So press your space bar and do like this view. Okay, that didn't give it to me. So hold down your shift and do like a right or left arrow, right arrow there. And so what I'll do is I'm still in the sketch mode here. So go to feature, go to extrude, and what I'll do is do an offset here instead of from sketch plane, which is a plane I'm working on, but I want to offset it from that plane. So click on the offset and give it like, like 5 inches. So it's all the way up there. It's too much there. Maybe like 2.5. So I want it a little above that my feature here. So maybe 2.5 is pretty good. Maybe like 2.55 there. And on the blind, just go ahead, give it some dimension here. And I will just reverse it. It's going the wrong way, so reverse it inward there. So go a bit more there, so everything is inside within that body. Give it a bit more there and press OK, right? So I have something like this here. Now, what I'll do is, next is I'll utilize the surface feature, surface offset feature to make the curvature of these extruded feature. Right now it's just a straight block here. So what I want is the same curvature as a football on these features as well. So how I can do that is, so if you were to, on this bar, drag it all the way up here, this split, like right after that split line, the first split line you created, before you did that circular pattern. So you have a nice solid, solid body here. So what I'm trying to do is take that surface, offset it, and I'll use that surface feature to cut those solid feature down here. So, okay, so so go up here, go to surfaces, click on offset surface, and I want to offset this surface outward, maybe about like 0.1 or so, and yeah, and then press OK. Yeah, that looks really nice there. So it's that surface feature here, I can hide my body. So it's just that outer, shell of that football, but that's offset at about zero point 0.1. And I'll go ahead and turn on my other features. I'll turn on my football, and I'll just drag this all the way down again. And I'll see if my, yeah, oh, okay. So I want to make sure these bodies are a little above that surface there. So I can, I and so I can cut, through these features here. So that extrude feature, let me edit that one more time. I'm going to go to normal to really quick. So I did that. I just went to normal to by just pressing spacebar and did normal to, but so you can do your shift arrow keys to make it to like right or left as you need it, or even the top view. Um, so yeah, I want these features a little higher than what I created. So I'll edit that again one more time, edit feature. Um, yep, like around 2.65. Yeah, perfect. But I want to make sure those are still, yeah, those features are merged to my solid bodies. Otherwise, I would have multiple bodies here. So yeah, that looks pretty good there. So next, what I want to do is that surface offset you just created up here. We'll use that to cut away this upper section of that extruded feature. So click on that surface. You can do cut with surface. Click on that. This will be the surface you just created, and the arrow, I think you wanna point that outward, and let's see what that does. Yeah, so it gives me a really nice surface cut there. Yeah, that's perfect there. And I'm gonna hide that surface really quick, so it gives me a really nice, um, yeah, pretty much, the profile of that football is just pretty much, I use that to cut it away there. So yeah, that's pretty good there. So next, what I want to do is I want to create the inside of that rib on the football there. So I'll have to do another offset body there. This one, I'll leave it hidden for now. That I use this to cut away, but I'll use another one really quick. So I'll make another surface offset right below that offset 2. Um, there. So this time click on your offset surface, but I don't want any offset there. So I'll just put 0 there and click on that surface and press OK. So I just created another surface there. So what I'm going to do here is I'll hide my body there also. So I'll make my view like from top here. So I'm going to make a sketch on the top plane, right? So click on the top plane, do a sketch, and I want to create the center feature. So click on center rectangle, click on that guy, and just give it a dimension. Go to smart dimension, give it about 1.85, and the thickness is about 1 inches. No, not 1 inches. Um, like 0.25 or so. So let me turn on my solid bodies really quick. So I just want to make sure and go to normal to look at it from the top view there. Okay, yeah, I'll need to make that a little longer there. Um, I'll delete that dimension really quick. So I'm just going to drag it out. So that's slightly inside, not outside, but inside of that extrude boss feature there. Same thing. I think that looks about good. And now give it a dimension there. 3.3 there. And 25, or you can make it even a little bigger if you want, like make it like the 0.30. Yeah, so that's perfect there. Press OK and hide your solid body there really quick. Because what I'm gonna do is use that sketch and trim away from that surface there, that second offset surface you just created, and I'll use that sketch to trim away part of that surfaces and I'll show you what I'm talking about there. Go to your top view one more time, click on that sketch you just created, and go to trim surface, right? And click on the remove selection there, and just click outside here and press OK. Now I have that feature here. That's what I'm looking for. This is what I'm trying to create here, and turn on your solid bodies here, right? So the surface feature I just created is here. Now I'll thicken that and just merge it to that solid body there. So click on that surface you just created, click on thicken, and give it like 0.06, and look at what direction that thing is going. Yep, perfect there, and press OK. Yeah, perfect. Now I got rid of that surface from here. Now that was merged into that one solid body there. So only thing I have left is that one surface offset that I had used to cut that the grip feature there. So now here it's just a matter of giving a radius to these features here. So same thing, similar to what I did up here. We could do the same thing, go around and capture all of these edges here. So pretty much how we can do that is click on fillet, give it 0.01, and just go ahead. Maybe you want to give it a bigger than 0.01. Let's see how big I can go, like 0.05. Yeah, 0.05 looks good. Same thing. So here I didn't rotate my model, but if you hover your mouse around here, you should pick up that edge right here. So that's all I'm doing here. Just hover your mouse until you see that like orange line pop up, and just click on it once you see that, and same thing. So pretty much, yeah, I'm just going around and picking up all these edges. There, there, that outside one, this guy, that, and that, that, the outside. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of edges here, guys. You'll probably miss some, but you can always go back and edit your part and re-edit if you miss some of these. I think I could probably just click on the face and do it, but yeah, I'll try it with that one, see what it does. At least on the upper side here. I'll just go ahead and finish this guy off really quick. Click on that face. Okay, it didn't do it for whatever reason. Okay, I'm gonna see if it worked. If not, we can just do it individual. Yeah, it does. Click on that top face. Now you can go around and pick those edges too. So, less clicking that way. Yeah, same thing, click on that face. It picks up all the upper faces. I'm gonna click on that face, see if it does anything. Nope, it didn't do it. I know why that didn't do it because I think it's trying to do a radius down here, but I don't need that, or that wasn't working down there. So, and press OK. Once you're done, yeah, there you go. And we can do the same thing to these features as well there, but I'll leave that up to you. Press spacebar, make it ISO, then this really nice shape. Now I think I want to do a split feature again, like same thing similar to what I did up here, and split so that way I can give a color right there. But yeah, let me show you how you can do that on the top. Do a sketch and press spacebar, go to normal 2, make a reference line from the center point there. Make sure it's a reference line, it's a construction line. And you can tell if it's a reference line because there are dashed line like that. If it's a solid line, then that's not a reference line there. So keep that in mind also. Click on the center rectangle here, snap it to that point, and give that a dimension there. Go to smart dimension here and click on that line. Give that 1 inch. Click on that line and give that like 1.85. Oh, okay, that's really tiny. That's not what I'm looking for. So pretty much, just expand it outward so it crosses your body there, and that dimension there, just give it a like 2.75, something like that. And if you want to define that, you can do that. You can put it like a 5 or something there. And I want the same thing on the other side, so I'm just going to mirror that about the center axis. I'm going to make another line here and make another reference line. Click on that line, make it a reference line, and I'm just going to click these 4 lines. I don't want these center lines to get mirrored, so hold down control, click on that line, this line, this line, and that line, and click on mirror entities. Mirror about will be this guy, and press OK. So yeah, that all looks good there. Now what I'll do is go to features, click on curves, split line, and now pick on the surface you want that feature to split. So click on that, and the inside surfaces as well. Like you want that, and that. Same thing on the other side, and that surface, that wall. I don't know if I captured that wall, but I'll need to rotate it. Press there, press OK, and I'm gonna make it ISO. There you go. That's pretty much it, guys. But yeah, now it's just about going and giving a colors to these features here, and I'll show you really quick how I can do that. So the split feature you just created, click on the surfaces right now. So now click on that surface, the inside surfaces you created. I think I missed on that one side, but I think you get the point. So click on this guy, this surface, that surface, internal surface, that surface there, and give that a color. Click on that, go to face, and give that like white color, right? White color, And these features you just created, I want to give those white as well, these great features here. So what you can do is it's from this boss extrude and all these all the way down here. So just hold down like control and click on these features you just created. Now you can give those a colors as well. Um, right click, go to this feature, go to click on fillet and give that a white color as well. And the overall color for the whole body, just click on this surface, this feature here, color, click here, and just give it a color. Let's say at least something like the football. Yeah, there. And press OK once you're done and just make an ISO there. But yeah, there you go. Feel free to add this. I know there's a Nike logo you can add here, so you can do that by making not the top on the right plane. Go to normal too, and you can create a sketch here of in the Nike logo, just like this split feature we created. You can make a sketch and just do a split feature and just click on that surface, and you'll split that surface with the Nike logo, and you can give that a color also. But you guys can try that, but for this video, this is it, my friends, and thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and please watch more all my other videos and subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.